DayZ still got the flashlight. Can't wait to see the comments where people are going to be like, why do you keep using the flashlight? It's because we've got batteries. Batteries to burn. So we're almost to the city over there, obviously. Oh. Some real swaying going on with these trees. There's a storm brewing. JK. Never see those. Anyways, I think we're going to talk about some of the kind of suggestions people have been having for things. And I definitely like to hear about features you guys would like to have. I've talked about a few of mine. I'll just kind of recap them one of them I thought would be really cool would be to have this like big horde of zombies, like a really dense horde. But they just kind of like move around the world in a random track. So you're never quite sure where they're going to be. And you'll just be like sitting in a building and all quiet and looting and chilling. And then it's like, rawr, you look like, what does that sound? It's so deafening. You look outside, it's like, big zombie horde. I'm not a fan of like The Walking Dead at this point, but kind of like what they were dealing with in that one season where they had to like move that huge horde. Maybe not as stupid in terms of how you deal with it, but you know, just that sense of like a scale of just this large random group of like zombies that are just roaming around here, and you never know when they're gonna come. Sometimes they might be in the middle of just like the open land, and you're like, you know, whatever. Not that they're gonna be faster or smarter or anything, but just like a large roaming random group of it, because just like the randomness of that would be hilarious. Chilling out, all quiet, and then this like horde is just coming, and you're like, oh damn. Everybody's like hiding, and then someone could shoot, and then the zombies all go like crazy, and it's just it'd be very interesting. Another one would be like having Bigfoot in the middle of the forest, like the Black Forest or something, would be super neat. Maybe even some like spooky things at night, like ghosts would be like fun. You know, just a little Easter egg stuff just to kind of keep it mixed. I definitely like to see seasons. I know they're kind of in the game, and we haven't really had this long enough to see any event ones, but it'd be really cool if we had seasonal type events to check out. That'd be fun. I'd also like to see, you know, farming eventually. That'd be really cool. And probably had some other neat ideas about stuff they could add, but that's just kind of, you know, ideas that I had. So I wanted to go over some other ones too. Someone wanted like more military clothing. Oh look, there's a scarecrow. And things like, I guess more shotguns. There's a lot of guns. I think they're gonna add more guns. So guys, don't be worried about that. They'll probably add more weapons over time. More random crap to pick up, am I right? Oh, that looks cool. A quilted jacket. I kind of like my wool look, though. Look professional. She didn't look so bitchy. She's got like that really resting bitch face. Anyways. Yeah. The ghillie suit one keeps coming up. That's, you know, we'll get it eventually, guys. Don't worry. They need to add netting for that one to work. Oh, crap. Oh, cool, cooking pots. Excellent. You can fill it with water. And then you can take the water and you can drink from your giant water cup. Is it getting darker out? It's hard to tell with the lighting in this. Anyways, you definitely want to fill it with water. And then you can take your water and go, refreshing. Another one that I get a lot is people would love to see, like contextual leaning is the name for it in a lot of games. You kind of like, you can lean left or right around corners and stuff. It's very evidently shown in the PlayerUnknown, like PUBG. I believe one of the Call of Duties had it. I know Battlefield 4 had it, so like contextual leaning style. That would be really nice to see. I'm not sure they're going to, because it's like such an intense mechanic, but yeah, it would be really nice to see. I gotta fill up my cooking pot. I should probably eat some of my sardines too. People want auto sprinting. I read on Twitter that they never plan on doing that, so probably not going to happen, guys. But you know, it's a neat idea. And thanks for all of your support during the whole Bandits event. Those guys were totally mean, but you know what happens. And I knew it was going to happen in that kind of situation. Apparently I should have grabbed a rock and attacked them, but I haven't seen a rock yet. Yeah, I haven't come across like a rock on the ground. I've been kind of looking for them a little bit, but yeah. Some people are wanting like zones where you're safe for spawns and that. I think that kind of like removes an element of the game, to be honest. I don't think that would be a really great idea. I like the idea of it, but it also really detracts from like the hardcore style that DayZ is trying to do. So I don't necessarily think that it would be a good idea to implement something like that. Okay, we're in Itakar Budaba. What? Ita Kopop. Which Kopop am I in? Oh, Sita Ko. Okay, cool. We're in the left one. So the right one is, I think, that way. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. I wanted to hit the right one up first, but this is good. This is good too. Okay, cool. I love looking at these posters. I have no idea what this is for. Smug looking guy though. Be cool to be popular enough to be in that game at some point. That's what I've always wanted, is like some kind of game where I'm popular enough where I get like put in as like an Easter egg or something, or as like an NPC. I really want to be an NPC, not an important one. I don't want that kind of whatever. It's like some random guy that like spits out like one line and it's kind of like hiding in the back, not doing anything. I think that would just be hilarious and kind of fit my whole lifestyle. Okay, let's keep looking for loot and some of the comments people had about basically what they'd like to see in the game. There has some bits of really neat ones that I do like them. Ooh, Talon backpack. I don't think that's quite good. And yeah, keep going. Oh yeah, somebody was like, we should come back as zombies, like a mode like that. That would be neat. You know, you die. I guess you'd have to be like dying from a zombie or have been hit by a zombie for that to do. But it'd be kind of cool to like, you know, rise up again and be like, oh, and be like, oh no. You know, kind of get the jump on people. Field mushroom. Should I give it a whirl? Oh crap! I was thinking one too. Why can't I? There we go. Field mushroom. Nom 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 nom. Probably make you sick. But yeah, zombie one. I was thinking like someone was complaining about the death in the game. They wanted something a little bit more dynamic. So I was thinking for that element, maybe it'd be cool because I was reading about them like potentially adding like ragdolling. It'd be neat if you died and then instead of the red screen you kind of just like fall over dead. It's just to add like, that's unsettling. The way she's looking at me like that. You know, just like a little bit more of a, like a death to it. A little bit more of an epic death or something. You get what I mean, right? This way you can have like more of a feedback how you died, look around the area and be like, oh, okay. I don't think the big warehouses have any loot in them ever. And those used to have decent things, but they don't really anymore from what I've noticed. Whoop! Oh, crap, 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 crap. Not good. Not good. I know people I need to do my wheel thingy, but it's kind of like a nuisance to deal with. Anyways. Use my single shot guns. This actually might be a little bit of a populated area, so I should be careful. I don't think it is, but it might be. Can spaghetti? That's what I'm talking about. The food, the reward. See the reward there? When I was talking about like episodes back, if you watch them. I don't know if people like consecutively watch these. They're just kind of like hop in and stuff. I wouldn't expect anyone to watch them all. It's just nonsense, 90% of it. Like some people are like, oh, you should just do 5-minute videos. It's like, no, man. No way. This is an adventure. Some would say it's an adventure time. What? What? Did he go there? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that spectacular. I provide minimal entertainment in a calming atmosphere. So speaking of like cool little adventures, I went to check out this thing called Ella. I posted like a picture on the community tab thing. Something you should check out on the channel. I actually do like posting polls there quite a bit, which are cool. Do that pretty consistently because it's got some pretty good responses and stuff. But you know, I post pictures from time to time. So Ella is like this self-driving, it's like an autonomous shuttle type thing, the future of transportation. And they're testing out in Canada. And my region actually was one of the, well, my city was one of the first places to get to, you know, try it. So I did a press booking with them. They go check it out and then write about it afterwards because that's what I do. And we don't really get a lot of local event things like that, so I thought it was pretty neat and timely too with CS coming up in January. I believe I'm attending again, so that should be neat. I might do some more video this time if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. Duct tape? Fuck, I got space for it. Definitely an inventory video coming up though, guys. I got some, I'm looting some stuff. I have a nice sword and everything, go through that. Not this time, but I'll be more ready next time. I gotta read up on some things. I want to make sure I'm doing a good job with that one. The fuck happened to that building? Got some performance drops here. It's crazy. And I guess a good tip is some of the mags I sometimes don't eject, I guess. I know some people are complaining about that, so do eject mags if you see it in the gun, and that should give you what you've been looking for. Check out this building. And some people do seem to fall asleep playing these. Nice purple jacket. That's kind of cool, bubbly, but makes you really noticeable. So I hope these are interesting. I probably got like a pretty good ASMR type voice, I would think. Be pretty funny. I find those videos gloriously great. Again, like I think some people were agreeing with me in the helicopters, and some people weren't. I don't think helicopters should be in this. It'd be very weird. Like, you know, just design-wise, I don't know. Oh, score! That's why we check the cargo pads. What is that? What fuck? I will take it. Doing all kinds of stuff in this starry city. See these? Like I remember playing this on the PC. That these cities always give out just great shit. They're like, you know, unpopular enough that nobody's there, but they've got so many cool things in them sometimes. It's just awesome. As long as they don't die. I don't think... Yeah, this building is just useless. Oh, okay. It was just like mixing up there. I was like, what the hell is wrong with these things? The public service announcement. This is a public service announcement. I'm pretty sure you need the big batteries to run it. Yeah. Whatever. We'll keep going. Flashlight never dies. As we continue on our adventure here, kind of going over things. I swear I had these all lined up. I was gonna go through them. Dun, 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 dun. Keep looking around here. Oh yeah, this is an online only game too, guys. That's weird how many comments are like, can you play this by yourself? That'd be so goddamn boring to sit there and like, you know, not have anyone to deal with. It'd be weird. I think even like, I don't even think PvE would really work in this game. Just the way it's structured. Oh wow. Should we try to do that thing? Oh, I actually don't have space for it. Alright, let's see if we can. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Heavy, heavy. It's like I have a flashlight on, but I don't. It's very weird. Attach power source. Is this how it works? This is a public service announcement. Sky Captain is here and saying hello. I don't know. So there you go, guys. That's the public broadcast. Throw a big ass battery in there that's conveniently placed around the corner, and bam, you can turn it on and off, and you can broadcast things. Cool, right? So cool. And my axe. I've actually got like a lot of good food and stuff. I'm just kind of scared if I die. Like Vanessa, she's bitchy, but you know what? She's a tank. Take shit from nobody. Now let's keep looking around here. I like looking in these because they, you know, occasionally have good stuff, but that does not seem to be the case here at all. Is that a medical building? Oh my god. What is with today? It's just luck, you know? It's a weird luck. Blood bag kit. I don't really want to take any more blood bag things. Bandages, nurse dress. Nah, I've got better gear on. Blood bag kit. And in the video where I did say, like, you know, I went over medical gear and stuff, I did show off all the, like, you know, using the blood stuff and the equipment and that. So it was a medical guide in the sense. It wasn't an in-depth one, because I would need an assistant to do all kinds of weird things too. But it was. Kind of went over that. Lots of bandages. These are great for stuff. You know, like bandages and everything like that. Really good little spots to the medical clinics. Let's continue our look around. I'm surprised about the performance in this town. It seems to be a little bit hit or miss. You know, I could have sworn I had more kind of things to go over, like lined up that people had suggested. I can't seem to find them right now. Let's keep going. Those buildings are usually pretty good, but I'm going to elect to ignore it because I don't want to deal with the zombies. And I've got a lot of loot, so I really don't need to. A lot of other people were like asking about, you know, having like a breathing to the scopes, like, you know, like you hold it and you kind of like steady your aim. I don't know if that's quite necessary in this. Score. No, not score. Is it in there? I don't think, like, bitchin', eh? I mean, I don't really need it right now, but I'd like to have, like, extra food sitting there. Son of a bitch. Man. Oh, that looks like a neat little building. Oh, I should probably answer this one comment. Oh, it's like a grocery store area. Cool. I think I remember it being in this section from like the PC one. It's like a weird like lighting going on. It's like it wants to be nighttime, but it's not. But I think it's like the flashlight is kind of causing like a weird problem. I'm not even gonna check that shirt. So we're literally gonna like turn around and walk the other way after we're doing this. You know what? I could have sworn there was some more interesting comment stuff, but I'd have to note them down for future ones. We'll do it again, guys. Keep coming up with cool ideas for stuff. I'm sorry. I know there were some good ones out there. I'm just kind of doing this like in a long session, so I wasn't quite prepared. But I did want to go over the whole self-driving car thing that I totally got off topic about. Anyways, let's go back to talk about that. It was pretty neat. Like, I went to CES last year, and it was, you know, it was a big thing, a big deal. You know, the whole automated driving. I mean, that is the future, right? I think it's going to be more, you know, in the short term, we're going to see it with public transport, you know, like trains and buses and stuff like that. And then eventually, you know, self-driving vehicles for people. I personally love driving. It's one of my favorite things. Like when I was younger, I really didn't care about it. Whoa, glitchy son of a bitch. But as I got older, I really do enjoy driving. I think it's one of the funnest, one of the coolest things you can do. You know, it's kind of like drive a vehicle around. I don't know. I love, doing that. So I always want to be able to drive, but I do get the sense of having vehicles drive. My thing is like ice and stuff because of the climate I'm in. So that's sort of a worrying thing on my end. Is like, especially like the ones that like stop themselves right now. I think that would be unsettling for me because what if it stops and I'm on ice and then it slides? But we're getting into like the horror parts of it. So when we're talking about like self-driving cars, the ride was on like a gravel dirtish road between our science center and our zoo, which are actually like pretty big deals there. I don't know if our science center is. It's kind of fancy because they redid it a number of years back. But I know our zoo is like world class. We've got the pandas right now. Anyways, yeah. So we went on this thing. It was a press booking. It was private. Next recipe: craft armband. Tearing the rags. I kind of want to see the armband. We're driving along. Well, not driving along. You basically come in. It's actually like a bus. It looks like a small little car, but oh, that is so cool. Wow, I didn't actually know about this. So neat. Because I know there's armbands, but I didn't. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So we're continuing our walk because we're going to head over to the other town. But yeah, you're sitting in it, and there's a friendly guy. It was just a private session for me. I probably did it, I think, the track 3 or 4 times back and forth. It's about 1 kilometer or something, and the vehicle can go 12 km. When it's set there, regularly I think you go like 40 to 50 or something like that, which is pretty good. It's all electric, and it's really just kind of giving people like a taste of the future and what to expect with the, the future of transportation and the automated cars and everything like that. So I think it's kind of cool. I thought it was a really neat little bus thing. It was fine. It ran perfectly fine. There was no issues. I thought it had a good performance. Wasn't bumpy. It didn't sway out of its path. It knew what it was doing. It was very, very, very cool seeing that. Because, eventually I'll be like, oh, I was in one of the first ones of this, as time goes by. And they become more of like a stale. It's like, you used to drive your own cars. And, you joke about it, but that's how technology goes. It just catches up on you sometimes, and you're not even, ready for it. Anyways, that was my little time with the Ella vehicle. It was cool. I didn't have any problems with it. It just felt like being on a bus, which I guess is the goal. I literally drove somewhere, spent time on a bus, and then drove afterwards. It's silly when you think of the concept of it. But I was checking out the technology, and the PR person there that I met, too, that came in later, was nice. It was a good time. It was an interesting adventure that I wanted to kind of share, because you get to do little cool things from time to time, and I thought that was one of them. It's nothing special, but also at the same time, cool, I think.